Welcome to the Browns is the Browns podcast.
Going to bootleg it out, near side looking. He's going to go long and deep. Beckham's out there. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, OBJ. Third down and goal. Mayfield looks, pulls the ball down, rolls over to the right. He's going to run. He's to the 5. He's in. Touchdown, Baker Mayfield. 10. Mayfield calling signals, takes the snap, gives it. Chubb runs, dips his shoulders. He's to the 40, 35. He's to the 30. Cut back 25. He's to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Nick Chubb. He's over 1,000, and the Browns lead 6-0.
Yeah, welcome to another episode of the Browns podcast. I'm your host, Michael, aka NFL Cleveland Browns. Today we're joined by the regulars, Browns updater Reese, Matt. How you boys doing?
Good.
Today we have an extra special guest. We have the number one running back in football, two-time Pro Bowler, running back of the Cleveland Browns, Nick Chubb. Nick, what's up?
Nothing much. What's up, y'all?
We're good. We're excited to have you on. So for the first question we've got, so it's obviously the offseason. Everyone knows you probably have more free time now than you've ever had or that you have during the season. So what are you doing to keep yourself busy? You know, you working out, playing video games? What you up to?
Yeah, man, got a lot of time on our hands after, a long, stressful season with COVID and, all that extra stuff that went to this season. But for me, man, I work out twice a day, hang out with the fam, play with my dog, and play my game, just try to find, something to do during the day.
Yeah, that's awesome. You constantly bring a level of passion and intensity to the field when you play and to Cleveland in general. What is it that motivates you to carry yourself at such a high level day in and day out?
I mean, for me, just being the best is something that I want to be. I'm never satisfied with where I am right now, and I continue every day. I want to get better in some way, and also for my team. I mean, going back to high school, playing at Georgia, always being the underdog, always wanting to push forward and do something more. And now I'm on the Browns, who the ultimate underdogs. So that fuels me even more to want my team to win and want to be a better person myself to better my team.
You've played under 4 different coaching staffs since you've been a Cleveland Brown. Obviously, Hugh Jackson, Greg Williams as the interim, and Freddie Kitchens in 2019, and now Coach Stefanski, the reigning Coach of the Year. In your opinion, what is it about Stefanski that sets him apart from the rest?
I mean, I'm just blessed to be able to play with so many, great coaches throughout my career in college, in the NFL. But I mean, Kevin, he's just a solid guy. I mean, he's on top of things. He's organized. He's straightforward. There's no question of what he wants to do. I mean, what he brings forward Saturday nights, that's what we're gonna do. Sunday during the game. I mean, he doesn't stray away from who he is. It's all about working hard, and he pulls us up with him to become a better leader, become a better football player in every way.
Definitely. So, obviously, we all saw the drastic improvement this year, and there wasn't that much roster turnover from 2019 to 2020. So, what do you think it was about the Stefanski outside zone system that allowed you guys, and obviously the running backs in particular, to succeed and take your guys' game to the next level?
I mean, I think it was a lot of things. I think Coach Stefanski did help, and the coaches he brought in were amazing. I mean, those guys really made us work for everything, but it was more of just a team effort too, aside from the coaches, because I mean, we're tired of losing. We're tired of things not going our way, and tired of being, the guys who always lose, find a way to lose, and they wanted to find a way to win. I think our team mindset shifted in the right direction. The culture changed. I mean, everybody bought in, and we decided we're going to start winning games.
Yeah, for sure. When Browns former GM John Dorsey signed Kareem Hunt back in the 2019 offseason, what was your initial reaction? Did you embrace the competition and use it to better your game, or were you kind of okay, this guy's coming in and we're going to work together? What was your reaction to that?
Yeah, man, I was excited from the go. I mean, I knew I've never known, I didn't know Kareem at the time, but I mean, I knew he was a great player, and I know he had a great skill set that would go hand in hand with mine. So I mean, I was excited about getting to meet him, getting to play with him. I knew it would help our team win.
So you've been a part of now the losing in Cleveland and obviously the winning. You are one of the main pieces that helped, shift the culture in Cleveland. You helped change the dynamic, the culture of losing for decades and decades. And what do you think it was about the 2020 team that was so special and that was able to, reverse so many years of losing and so many years of just pain for Cleveland fans and Cleveland sports in general?
I mean, it was our time. I mean, everybody on the team knew it. We were tired of losing too. I mean, I only lost twice. That's nothing compared to what Cleveland Browns have been through, the past years. And I mean, 2 years losing was enough for me. It was enough for everybody on the team, and we were done with it. It's time for a change, and we got it done. I mean, but it's still have a long ways to go.
So everyone knows you and Baker faced off in a crazy Rose Bowl game in college. How weird was it knocking him off in the Rose Bowl and then instantly having to join him in training camp? Like, was it awkward at all at first, or was there any beef early on?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't weird at all. It wasn't weird at all until I realized I was playing on the same team as him. I mean, then the Rose Bowl was like, okay, whatever, man. We knocked off, Baker Mayfield. But then I had to go to camp with him and see him, and then it was like different, yeah, it's my quarterback now, and I know it was his Heisman season, so there's a lot that went into it. I mean, he was on a great team, and we ruined that for him. So I mean, it was tough at first, but I mean, end of the day, me and Baker were really close now, and now that's just in the past behind us.
Was there like kind of a similarity when you were at Georgia, when you kind of like split carries with Sony, and now with playing with another talented running back in Cleveland with Kareem? Like, do you see similarities there?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's what I've been doing, pretty much my whole career, splitting the backfield. So I'm used to it. I'm blessed to be able to play with, so many great guys. That fuels me, the competition that we have at practice, in camp and also in the game, it's making all of us better.
Just to go back to that Baker thing for a sec, I feel like I saw an interview where you said you two you guys were rooming together in rookie camp. Is that true?
Yeah, that was true. I mean, the first day at camp, we're in one hotel room, one bedroom, just two queen beds, and it's just me and Baker in there. My first time I actually meeting him other than playing against him.
So you guys get to rookie mini camp, and is this the first time you're seeing him since the Rose Bowl? Do you guys talk about like what happened at all, or give him a little bit of crap about, you guys being in a heartbreaker?
Nah, I ain't get too much crap about it. I mean, if we had won it all, I would have, but we lost the next week. So, I mean, it's not really much I can say.
With the Browns, there's really no shortage of big names or personalities. And it's kind of like, what is it about the team that allows you guys to gel so well together? Because you guys are like such a tight-knit team. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's just everybody on the team is super cool. I mean, I don't know, everybody's their own person, their own personalities, but yeah, it's just, I guess we do, mesh really well with each other because we all come from so many different places, so many different backgrounds, and that doesn't make us hate or anything. I mean, we get along so well, and I enjoy going to practice, enjoy going to work, and hanging out with the guys every day.
Yeah, for sure. Follow up on that one. Who would you say either you're closest with on the team, or who's the funniest guy on the team? I'm sure there's a lot of them, but what do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I'm cool with everybody on the team, but I spend most of the time with the running back. So like Kareem, Dearness, Duntrell, who's not there anymore, Johnny Stanton, Andy. I mean, I get along with all those guys. I mean, those guys are cool, and we hang out a lot. But the funniest, it could be Kareem. And I don't know if you've ever been around Kareem or anything. Kareem, he's hilarious. And he's so funny, and he's just fun to be around.
Yeah, I just got another one for you. When you score a touchdown, you seem so calm and relaxed, and all these other NFL players are always going crazy, dancing. I was just wondering, how do you stay so calm after a touchdown and relax and just kind of keep your composure throughout the whole season?
I don't know, man. That's just who I am. I mean, it's just I feel like it's not really a big deal, until we win the game. That's when you see me start smiling, acting up and having more fun on the sideline with my teammates. Because I mean, just because you score a touchdown doesn't mean anything. I mean, the other team gets a chance to get the ball back, and I mean, for me, man, I've been scoring a lot of touchdowns since high school, so it gets kind of old.
So we've been watching you for 3 years now, and the one touchdown that stands out to me where I can remember you like sort of giving some celebration was that Ravens, I think 82 yards or 92 yards, where you took it to the crib and you just went like this, like, oh, like what was it? What was so special about that touchdown that was just like, yeah, I got to celebrate for this one?
I mean, back in college, a little bit early in my rookie year, that's what I did. When I scored, like kind of put my hands back. That's a little thing, this little celebration I did. But I mean, that's really it. I mean, after a long run, I like to do that sometimes. So I mean, it felt good. I mean, I know my teammates were excited. I saw them run on the field with me, so it got me a little pumped.
Yeah. I just want to say, I thought you were an absolute monster this season. You had so many unbelievable long runs, hard runs. What would you say your favorite play for you personally from the season was?
My favorite play from the season. I don't know. I feel like I had like 3 or 4 good runs versus the Eagles, and not just the one when I stiff armed the guy. People like that one, but it was one early in the game where I jump cut, made the dudes completely miss. Then I ran to the left, cut up behind the blocker, and I was about to score. Somebody got me from behind. I mean, I like that one a lot. I don't really jump over anybody, but I jumped over somebody. Eagles game. I feel like that game, overall is one of my best games.
Yeah, I remember that. Did you end up seeing Baker's reaction to that stiff arm?
Yeah, man, I saw the video.
Yeah.
I remember I think I was watching the Building the Browns, and they came up to you because I think you had a big milestone that you hit. Maybe it was 3,000 yards, and Baker came up to you sitting on the bench, and you were like, and he was like to you, "You got to see me running down the field there." I was going crazy.
I think
Yeah.
I think I was mic'd up. No, he was mic'd up. I can't remember, but yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I think you were mic'd up.
Was I mic'd up?
Yeah, you were really fired up when you got to 100 yards.
That's
I remember that. Yeah.
That's right. I remember it now.
Okay, so obviously the Browns have like a crazy fan base, and playing here for now 3 years, that. You know how wild it is and how wild it gets in First Energy. How much of an advantage does it give you guys, and how much do you guys rally off the atmosphere that you guys have in First Energy Stadium with the Dog Pound?
Yeah, man, it's a big factor. And I remember when I was in college, I always hear about NFL how it's not the same. The fans aren't the same. So I'm blessed to be here in Cleveland where the fans are, even crazier than some college teams. So yeah, man, it's a big factor. I mean, the games is like electric. The atmosphere is intense, and I enjoy playing in front of all those fans. I know 6,000 people can get so loud, but it's a blessing to have those guys on our side.
So one of the biggest things in the NFL I would consider is trash talking. I'm sure you've probably encountered a couple situations where maybe the defender is trash talking you or your teammate. Would you have a best trash talker in the NFL? Like, who do you think would be the best trash talker?
I don't know. I mean, I hear guys talking junk all the time, but it don't really faze me. But I mean, what's the kid name? What's the dude's name from the Titans? Jeffrey Simmons. What's his name?
Yeah, Simmons, the DT.
Yeah, he talks a lot of trash.
I remember I think it was the same Eagles game where you were mic'd up. I think it was, so the run got blown up, and one of their DTs like came up to you and started talking that smack and was like, "I'll wipe that dirt off your jersey for you," and you just did not even respond.
I didn't know he said that until after the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously you were a 2nd round pick, and you don't have the luxury of having the 5th-year option like Baker and Denzel. How important is it for you to solidify yourself as a Cleveland Brown for the future, and secure your just being a Cleveland Brown for a long time?
Yeah, I mean, it's important. I mean, I want to finish what we started. We're going in the right direction now. So, just my pride, and want to have a good legacy to win some games in Cleveland, which hasn't been done in a while. So, I love it here in Cleveland. This is where I want to be.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, to re-sign you would be absolutely massive, and I think thinking you to an extension should be priority number 1 this offseason, and I really hope they get it done.
Yeah, appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah, so the Browns are probably considered to have the best running back of all time, Jim Brown, and you get compared to him a lot. What does it mean for you to be like the running back of the Browns and to follow in the footsteps of not just Jim Brown, but there's many other great running backs on this team?
Yeah, man, it's special. I mean, it's a blessing. I feel like everywhere I go, I'm compared to somebody. At Georgia, it was Herschel Walker. Now it's Jim Brown. So I mean, that's. I feel like I'm doing something right, But yeah, man, I didn't know much about Jim Brown growing up. first day I got to Cleveland, I learned everything about him. I mean, they're like the greatest Brown of all time. It's Jim Brown. There's no question to it. He's the greatest. Nobody will ever come close to him. So I mean, yeah, then I did my research, and he is amazing. I've met him a couple of times. He's a great guy, and I mean, yeah, it's just great to be compared to somebody who's that great of a player.
When you watch other sports, there's big talk around mentality and big time players being big in big moments. Is there any athletes, you try and take the mentality from? Obviously, we see Kobe with the Mamba mentality, or the killer tenacity from MJ. Like, when you watch other sports, is there anything that you try and take away from those guys who've seen so much success?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when that's in that scenario or situation, you could take away just from the NBA. I mean, because those guys have to be, in the zone at certain times to lead their team. So I mean, of course, like Kobe Bryant, LeBron, MJ. I mean, yeah, I mean, I wanna be there when my team needs me, the most, and to make a big play or to do something special for my team in a crucial moment. Yeah, I mean, that's a mindset I want to have the whole game. That's kind of what I want to do.
You were obviously a massive part in taking the Browns to the playoffs this year for the first time in a long time. What did it mean to not only get to the playoffs, but win that game against Pittsburgh and beat them on their own home turf what it's felt in forever? Like, we haven't beat them in Heinz Field in so long. What did it mean to you personally to get that win on the road?
Yeah, it meant a lot. It meant a lot to me, to the fans, to our team, to our coaches, to family, to just the state of Ohio. I mean, it meant a lot. And it was big because we went in there without, our head coach, without some key players on offense. And so, yeah, I mean, to go in there and win at that, level, I mean, it was amazing. I mean, I've never been a part of anything like that. Probably one of, the most fun games I've been a part of, and just special. Everything was special about it. And yeah, it felt really good to get a win. Not only first playoff win for Cleveland, but to, just about who it was against and what was all going on, off the field with, guys on their team, guys on our team. So, and yeah, it felt really good.
Yeah, I remember early on in that game, I think after Kareem's second touchdown, he ran over to the sideline and said, "We're going to eat 2-4." And I just want to say, you guys played absolutely unbelievable. And I don't think without that screen pass you took to the house, I really don't think we win that game. Like, how did it feel to kind of take that screen pass, bounce off those two tackles, and just go to the house and kind of like solidify the win?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying earlier, man. I want to have that, that special play for every game. When a team needs something to happen, I want to be that guy who make it happen. And that was one of them. I mean, it felt good. I mean, I had no idea I was going to break. I didn't think I was going to break that tackle. I had to split two guys. I thought, surely it'd be a safety over the top or something. But I mean, after I got through those guys, it was wide open and, to the house. And I've been on the other side of games like that when we're behind trying to get a comeback. And when they score like that, I mean, it takes the breath away from you. It takes everything from you, all your energy and all that. So to have that closure, it was good. It felt good.
I want to say after the game, multiple players went live on Instagram, obviously celebrating, and Jairus was dancing, and Kareem Hunt, he went on live and he showed you were just calmly sitting in your chair, doing whatever, and everybody else was dancing. You're kind of just sitting in your chair. Was your mentality like, all right, I'm already ready for next week. I'm not worried about stuff. I mean, I'm sure you celebrated, but
yeah, I mean, as I am. I mean, I knew phones were coming out, so I ain't gonna give y'all too much about how I act. So I just got in my chair and just chilled, wait for phones to go away, and then celebrate with the team.
I feel like we need more of that video where you were dancing to the JB after the new jerseys got revealed. We love that video. So
yeah, I might get one more. It might be a 1-year thing. My mom begged me to do that because New Jersey came out. She really wanted me to do that for some reason, so I did it for her. But I don't have any plans of doing it right now. Anything else right now.
I don't know if you know though, but we got some 75th anniversary jerseys coming out this year. So once you get your hands on those jerseys, maybe we could get to some new Justin Bieber.
We might. I heard he dropped some new music today too, so we'll see.
I know, I've been seeing that everywhere also. But so we did fall short. We lost KC next week, but what would it mean to you to take this team to the next level and win at the highest level in the Super Bowl? Like we've seen all these other teams have success, the KCs, the Tampa Bays, Tom Brady, obviously. For Cleveland, for you, what would it mean to have that Super Bowl and bring it back to Cleveland?
I mean, I can't even imagine. I can't even start to fathom how that would be. Just because I mean, it's Cleveland. I mean, if no one expects us to be there, and just take a lot of hard work for us. It'd be a lot of hard work for everybody because we haven't come close to that. So I think we gotta just continue to work, continue to get better. We're 2 or 3 games away from being Super Bowl, so we gotta still work to be done. So we can't get too ahead of ourselves. Just as soon as we get back, man, we gotta grind. We gotta get better.
I just wanted to personally thank you for winning me my fantasy football league. If it wasn't for you and all these great games you had, I don't think I would have won.
So you're not mad about
I don't know.
Texas?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you about that. The game against Houston, when you stepped out at the one, I honestly had you that week. For me, I love the play to solidify the win. That obviously comes first. But did you get any like backlash for that, or like anyone DM you and was mad about it or anything?
Yeah, man, I got a lot of that, but I mean, it didn't matter to me. We won the game. Everybody who was mad weren't Browns fans. They were just fantasy owners. All the Browns fans were excited and happy that I did it, but people who just play fantasy didn't even watch the game probably were just ones mad.
Do you ever play fantasy? Did you grow up playing fantasy? And how do you like pay attention to it at all when you're in the season?
At first, I never played fantasy. I played like fantasy basketball when I was in high school 6, 7 years ago, but no, I haven't played it for NFL. And at first, my mindset about it was like bad. I was like, man, these fans are annoying. That's dumb. But now I'm like, man, I can see why. I can see why like fans like it so much, man. It's big. I mean, my friends play it, family, they love it, and they're all into it. And I finally, I didn't play it at all, but I kind of kept up with it, looking at points weekly and stuff. And I can see why it gets people, kind of upset or happy or whatever, because I mean, it's a big part of our game now. I mean, that's where the game is going to, fantasy and virtual and all that stuff. So I mean, I guess I like it. I might play this year, give it a chance or whatever.
Yeah, like to do something like that though, or to step out at the one, like that takes a lot of discipline. It was also your first like game back from the injury. Like what kind of made you like think like I don't want to get an end zone, I want to solidify the win? Like how did you kind of resist getting that extra touchdown?
Well, I mean, we have a call that we say for that, to not score, to if you break a line.
No mass.
Yeah, no mas. Y'all know that. We gotta change that now. Everybody knows. Yeah. So I broke it, and I've been running the ball my whole life, so I never think to go down or anything. But in football, every Friday we go around the league and see what's happening to learn from it. And I remember Todd Gurley trying to go down on the 1 yard line, and they pushed him in. And so this all happening so fast. So I'm running, I'm about to score, and I'm like, dang, I got a no mas call, so I can't score. And I'm like, dang, I don't want to get pushed to the end zone. So I don't want to take a knee or anything because I don't know if somebody's behind me or not. So I just made a sharp left and went out of bounds, played it safe.
Yeah, we got John Johnson the other day. I saw you followed him on Instagram relatively quick, unless you already followed him. But how closely do you pay attention to the moves in Cleveland, and not just Cleveland, in the NFL?
Honestly, I don't pay it that much, but I mean, I follow NFL Cleveland Browns, so I see all the updates and stuff. So I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I saw we got some good guys on defense, which I think would be huge for us, but also lost a couple guys who I'm very close to. So this part of the year, I don't really like the business side when it comes to play. I wish we keep the same team together every year like college, but I mean, I understand you got to make these changes, even though I don't really like all of them, but it's part of it. So I'm excited about our new teammates.
So when people look at you, they see the relationship you and Kareem have. Is there anyone that you're closer with than Kareem? And if not, what is your relationship with Kareem like really like? Do you guys hang out after games? And like what is it like hanging out with Kareem? Because I know before this you said he's super funny. So what's he like when the cameras aren't on?
He's the same person when the cameras aren't on. From what y'all see, I can see he's always fired up and intense. But I mean, last year I was really close to Damian Ratley, also Jannard Avery. I mean, we all still talk. I mean, we were in the same draft class. We got close. went to rookie mini camps, all that together. I mean, we're all pretty close. But like I said, probably on the list, like all the guys I'm really close to, I talk to all the time is Ratley, Jannard Avery, Dontrell Anderson, Kareem. I mean, those guys I talk to all the time. But yeah, Kareem, he's the same guy that y'all see, and he doesn't change it. That's who he is, and I mean, he's great.
So Baker, I mean, obviously the media portrays him as a leader most of the time, but what is he to you like a leader? And what has it been like to like witness him mature into the player we all know and love today?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing. It's been special. I mean, I've been right beside him through it all. I watched his progression, just from a rookie to, going to his fourth year. I mean, he's grown a lot, and he's shaped into, one of the best quarterbacks out there now, in my opinion. And, it's been fun playing with him. He's fierce. He's an intense leader. He loves the game of football, and he wants to be great. He wants us to be great with him. And every Sunday you see him go out there and put on the line, no matter what situation we're in, no matter if we're getting blown out. I mean, he's giving his all.
Just to talk about Baker for a sec, when you're in the season, Baker's a polarizing figure. So he's going to get the media attention when people are talking about the Cleveland Browns. And obviously, when you're the quarterback of a team, that comes with it. But there's definitely people in the media that are saying, like, they're targeting Baker. When you're in the season, are you paying attention to anything any of the outside noise that is coming in?
No, I'm not. I mean, you try not to, but I mean, you still hear and see things. It's not like you can just. I mean, I'm on social media. I don't post or say anything, but I'm on it. I see certain things. But I mean, along with the team, we know what's really going on in the locker room, what's really going on with the team. So we don't really let that get to us because I mean, we know the truth in every situation.
During the Pro Bowl, you went on a IG Live with Matthew Judon and said you were going to up your drip this season. Obviously, we all love the helmet and can count on that. But could we expect like maybe some turf tape, long sleeves, my like personal favorite, an arm sleeve this season?
I don't know, man. It's tough because that goes against what I like. I like to feel the ball on my arm, So I don't know if I can do an arm sleeve. And I don't know, man. It's just not who I am. Those guys want to look good, and I want to just be the most comfortable I can be on the field.
Right. So you've played in some massive games over your career. How does the KC playoff game rank?
Yeah, I mean, it was a big game for sure. I mean, it was, going against one of the greatest quarterbacks, Pat Mahomes, and his explosive offense. I mean, but for me personally, I wasn't, I feel like I could have did more. I dropped a couple of passes. I mean, I wasn't who I need to be, in that moment. And so that's what I've been dealing with this offseason, trying to be better, trying to be, that better person, be who I need to be in that moment for my team to win. And so, I mean, other than that, I mean, it was good because, I mean, we stayed in it. We had some help from them, of course, unfortunately with Pat getting hurt, but I mean, we had a chance to win and we didn't get it done. So, I mean, I think even though we lost, it was, a big learning lesson for us, to continue to get better and make sure when we get there next time, we do everything right.
Yeah, definitely. Just to add on to what you were saying before, what's your off-season workout plan kind of looking like? Like what parts of your game are you going to try and work on to kind of get to the next level?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I do the same thing every year. I come back, I train, I work out super hard. I lift weights in the morning. And then I come back later on in the evening. That's when I do my speed, agility, catch, route, stuff like that. And I help out with the track team. So, I mean, I do all that just to help improve my game. And my mindset's come back bigger, faster, and stronger every year.
Yeah, so kind of on the workout side of things, I want to say it was like week 14 or something. You made a comment about out squatting Saquon, and then here comes AJ Dillon, the Packers running back. I think Saquon said he could out squat you, and so did AJ Dillon. I mean, what do you think about that? Do you think you could take him?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see one day. I mean, I know Saquon, he's battling injury, so it won't be this year. And AJ Dillon, he's like 250 pounds, so it's even. I mean, he might squat 700 pounds. I mean, how big he is. So, I mean, it'd be fun to see. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but, it'd be good.
So I know you follow my page. I have you as my number one running back in football. No contest, nothing. Like, no one can change my mind on that.
Yeah.
When you look around the league and you look at people, they love to do the top 3 running backs. I've noticed that people don't give you that type of respect. What do you use that, and have you noticed that? But if you have noticed that, do you use that to your advantage and try and use that as motivation or fuel?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say I didn't see that stuff. I mean, I see it all the time. And yeah, I mean, I use it as motivation. I mean, I understand that everybody has their opinion, no matter what. I mean, I could, I could break all the records, whatever, but people still think someone else is better than me. So I don't let it get to me. I just keep my head down. I just work. I mean, I just grind. I prove to myself that I can be the best. So it don't really matter if nobody else.
Yeah, like to me, it was crazy. You were injured. You missed 3 games in a row, and you were still leading the league in 20+ yard runs. And I just think it's crazy that you don't get the respect you deserve. Without a doubt in my mind, you're the number 1 running back in the league, and I think more people just got to see it.
Yeah, man, I gotta keep working, keep showing them, and then I gotta flip them to our side.
Yeah. Just to add on to that, when you came into the league out of Georgia, you were more of a power back, and now you're the king of the cutback, tremendous speed and agility. You probably have the best vision out of any running back I've ever seen. What have you done each offseason in order to make these drastic improvements to your game and to become the elite running back you are today?
I mean, I feel like I was always, able to do certain things, but I mean, at Georgia, I mean, we rotated a lot. We kept, each other fresh. I didn't really get, into a rhythm. I feel like I do now. I do better at now. And, outside zone is something I didn't run at Georgia, which I do now. And I mean, I love it. I feel like I have so much freedom. I feel like I can see the whole field. I can see everything panning out, and I can read the defenses a lot better now. And I think that plays a favor for me in running the ball. Because I get the ball, about 4 yards behind the line. I'm stretching. I can see everything. I can make one cut and get downhill. And I think this offense is really, really great for, the scheme that we're in for me.
Obviously, last year with Freddie Kitchens, you still had an unbelievable statistical year, but the offensive line wasn't quite where it is today. As Andrew Berry last offseason made it a big priority to kind of address the tackle position with signing Jack Conklin and drafting Jed. And then obviously Wyatt came into his own this year. Did you notice any difference? Was it easier kind of to hit the hole running? Did you notice any difference? Because I just think these guys did a tremendous job blocking for you this year.
Yeah, it was a lot easier. I mean, things were opening up, left and right, up the middle, and no matter what running ball, it was always holes. I know last year we had to kind of scheme to, run to one side and do counters and to throw the defenses off. And now, I mean, we were going to run the ball no matter if you knew what's coming. I think some point in the season I was averaging 8 or 7 yards a carry, and that's just scheme and O-line. I had a couple down games that brought me down a little bit, but if we can be the offense that we need to be, I know who we can be. I mean, me and Kareem will be 6-7 yards a pop, every game.
When you look back at that week 1 team that went into Baltimore and got absolutely, dismantled, what do you say, changed within the locker room or just you guys as a whole that was able to have the success late in the season and get to the playoffs? After so much adversity that you guys had faced, what was it that allowed you guys to come together and become that team that was a force to be reckoned with and a team that no one wanted to play going into the playoffs?
It was our confidence. I mean, we won that game not knowing if we were good. We were still, as I say, the same old Browns. We didn't know. We didn't know who we were. We didn't have an identity. We didn't know if we, could play with the Ravens at that point. And so I think after losing that game and then turn around and playing the Bengals and the Redskins and the Cowboys, 3 straight games back-to-back getting wins, I think that's how it went. Maybe I missed somebody. I think that's how it went. But yeah, when we realized that when we do the things right, the little things right, we are a good team. When we protect the ball, when we block, when we make tackles, when we catch the ball, when we do all those things, the simple things, the details, we can be a great team. And once we got that confidence rolling, I mean, that's when we came into form. That's when we came into, the 11-5 team that we were.
Yeah, I definitely think it's impressive. And you did this all without Odell Beckham Jr. And when he went down, teams made it more of a point of emphasis to focus on kind of stopping you and Kareem. How do you think getting Odell back next year will help your game, you and Kareem do, like with the run?
Yeah, I mean, I think if we were that good without Odell, we will be even better with him. With him, his athletic ability, his explosion, his route running, his deep ball threat. I mean, him just being the special player that he is, it will make things easier, for me and Kareem for sure, and for the running game. But also, I mean, you got to pick your poison with him out there and with us in the backfield and Jarvis and I mean, we got to have a lot of weapons, and defense will have to choose one.
So yeah, so we're getting towards the end of this. So the last question is Cleveland, when you look at sports, the Cleveland Browns, one of the most historic franchises in all of sports, MLB, NHL, NBA, and NFL. You look at Cleveland Browns, 1946, they've been there a while. They've had success as of late. Maybe not as much, but they have had success. To you, what does it mean to be a Cleveland Brown and to don that orange and brown helmet every week and just represent the Browns?
Man, it's special. It's amazing. I look at it as like, it's kind of like I imagine my mind as a movie, because I got drafted to the Browns. I was like, man, I'm going to this team. They were 0-16, 1-15, I'm gonna be a part of this losing team. And then I get there and I love it. Turn it around. We start winning. Got a great quarterback, got great teammates, great coaches now. And I mean, it's just, I'm honored to be able to play for Cleveland Browns. I found out quick that the fans are amazing, best fans in the NFL. The town is amazing. You hear things about it that not so good, but you get there, you realize that. I mean, it's a nice town. It's a great town, great area to be in. And I'm just blessed to be able to play for the Cleveland Browns, play for this team, and to change this culture.
Yeah, so that's the end of the episode. Nick, thank you for joining us. It was so sick to talk to you. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come talk to us. And we look forward to what you're going to bring to the Browns this year. And hopefully we do get to that ultimate goal of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank y'all for having me, for sure.